Hello and welcome everyone. I hope you all are fit and fine. Students, in our last class we have seen the stages and selection process. I explained to you the first two steps of selection process. The first is preliminary screening and the second is selection test. Today we will continue with the next step. Now, after the selection test, the third steps come is of employment interviews. All the employees who got selected, like जिसने भी टेस्ट राउंड क्लियर कर लिया, अब उनको नेक्स्ट स्टेप में बुलाया जाएगा. ओके, नेक्स्ट प्रोसेस के लिए बुलाया जाएगा. व्हाट इज़ द नेक्स्ट प्रोसेस? दैट इज़ इंटरव्यू. स्टूडेंट जनरली होता है ना, कभी हम किसी भी एग्ज़ाम किसी भी जॉब के लिए अप्लाई करते हैं, देन वी हैड टू गिव अ रिटन एग्जामिनेशन. अगर रिटन एग्जामिनेशन में क्वालिफाई करते हैं, देन दे विल कॉल अस फॉर द पर्सनल इंटरव्यू एंड देन फाइनली दे विल select us. So there is a procedure in all thing. Okay, in the same way, preliminary screening is done. Okay, preliminary screening is done, test has been taken, and after the test, all the candidates who are who actually passed all the tests, they will be called for the third step, which is known as employment interview. Now let us study about employment interview. The main purpose of interview is to find out suitability of the candidate, to seek more information about the candidate, to give the candidate an accurate picture of job with details of terms and condition. Now students, it's very simple. See, interview में क्या होता है? Negotiation. Okay, negotiation. Here interview is conducted, okay, to find the suitability of the candidate. Okay, suitability of the candidate means in which field they are more comfortable in. Okay, in which work they are more comfortable in, what kind of work. Okay, to seek more information about the candidates. Now through negotiation the manager or the company who is taking the interview gets to know more about the candidates. उनको candidates के बारे में और ज़्यादा information मिलती है through the interview process. They negotiate, they discuss many things, okay, everything. So they get more information about the candidate also. Now to give the candidate an accurate picture of the job, now in the interview only the manager gives the actual picture of the job. Means यहाँ पे इंटरव्यू में कैंडिडेट को बताया जाता है कि आपको इस पोजीशन के लिए सेलेक्ट किया गया है, आपको इस तरह का जॉब, आपका जॉब ये फील्ड में है, आपको इस तरह का काम करना होगा, ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर इंक्लूडेड. सो दे विल गिव अ कंप्लीट डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ द जॉब की किस तरह का जॉब है और उसमें क्या क्या चीज़ आपको करनी पड़ेगी एंड व्हाट आर द टर्म्स एंड द कंडीशंस, ओके, रिगार्डिंग दैट जॉब. तो सारी डिटेल्स वहाँ पे डिस्कस करी जाती हैं इन द इंटरव्यू सेशन. ओके, सो इन एम्प्लॉयमेंट इंटरव्यूज दीज मेन थिंग्स आर डिस्कस्ड. ओके, the suitability of the candidates, the information is more gained about the candidates. Okay, the candidates are provided various information regarding their job along with all the terms and the conditions. This is what this is what employment interview is all about. Okay, so student, as I told you, the interview has many advantage. Okay, so in this the candidate who qualify the test are called for interviews. Okay, so to conduct the final interview a panel of expert is called. Okay, experts रहते हैं जो कि interview लेते हैं. Okay, now these panel of experts are very specialized and qualified person. They are very specialized in their field, they are very qualified person, and they ask various questions. Okay, they ask various questions from the candidates. Okay, and they test his knowledge, okay, their professional knowledge, okay, existing knowledge, and plus the knowledge related to the job, and plus they also tell him or her and him or her about the job. Okay, and then they clarify about the salary, working condition, like job, means job से related हर एक details उनके साथ discuss करते हैं in the interview session. Right, now coming to the next, reference checks. Reference checks is what? See the explanation. Prior to final selection means before the final selection, the prospective employer make an investigation of the reference supplied by the applicant. He undertakes a thorough search in the candidate's family background, past employment, education, police records, etc. Reference check students in the application form. The candidate, आपने रेफरेंस तो सुना होगा, जैसे किसी का नेम को रेफरेंस के पर्पज से यूज़ करना. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल अगर मैं किसी कंपनी में, जैसे ABC लिमिटेड कंपनी में, इफ़ आई वांट टू अप्लाई फॉर द जॉब एंड इन दैट कंपनी इफ़ आई नो समबडी, ओके, देन आई मे गिव or I can give his name. Yes, then what the students see? In reference check, in the application form, the candidate is asked to give the names of two references. Okay, they have to give the name of two references if they have. Okay, agar nahi hai, then it is no problem, but if they have some references, then they can give the name of that, those references. Okay, if the candidate qualifies the interview, means after the interview, if the candidate qualifies the interview, then the organization prefer to check the reference. Okay, then they will check the reference, and reference they will check whether the, and like they will candidates family background, their past employment, where they used to do the job, their educational qualification, whether they have any police records or not, means all the references and the background. Okay, background of the employees will be checked. Okay, now the next is selection decision. Selection decision says what? See students, a list of candidate who clear the employment test, interviews and reference check is prepared, and then the selected candidates are listed in order of merit. Now, as I told you, preliminary screening is done, test has been conducted, after the test interview has been taken, after interview they have checked their references and their background. Okay, everything is checked. Okay, they have investigated about them. Okay, now after the investigation, okay, after the investigation of the references supplied by the applicant, after all the investigation, finally the selection decision comes up. Okay, a list of candidate is generated, means a list of candidate is generated who have cleared all the test, interviews and whose reference is checked, everything is sorted out. Okay, everything is done, those candidates are selected, those who have cleared all these steps, and one list of order of merit and one list is generated of the selected candidates. एक list generated हो जाएगा according to the merit. Okay, according to the rank, according to the merit, right? Now next is medical or physical examination. See the explanation. A qualified medical expert appointed by organization should certify whether the candidate is physically fit to the requirement of a specific job. A proper physical exam will ensure higher standard of health and physical fitness of employees, thereby reducing absenteeism. Now it is very necessary to take the medical test. Okay, so here the company or the business or the organization appoints a medical expert, and the work of the medical expert is to check the candidate whether they are physically fit or not, whether they are physically fit to do this particular job or not. Okay, because it is very necessary to be very healthy physically plus mentally. It is very necessary to be healthy so that they perform their job in a much better way, and they should not be absent for any reason. Okay, like the employees who are not, who have some medical issues, they might get absent or they might take so many leave. Okay, or some other reasons also are there. So in that case it is very necessary to check whether they are medically, whether they are physically and mentally fit or not. Okay, now coming to the next point, next step, that is job offer. After a candidate has cleared all hurdles in selection procedure, he is formally appointed by issuing him an appointment letter. Means after all these steps, means after selection, after the selection test, okay, interviews taken, the references are checked, all the investigation is done about the background of the employees. Okay, selection decision is taken, means finally the candidates who are selected, a merit list will be generated of the final candidates, and among all those final candidates, okay, the next process is medical test, means they will have to give the medical examination. They should be physically and mentally fit, and the person who will clear all these steps will finally get the job offer, right? Now he is formally appointed by issuing him an appointment letter. The company will give him or her an appointment letter, and this process is known as job offer, where he or she will be offered the job by the organization and they will be given the appointment letter. Now, the broad terms and conditions, pay scale, integral part of the appointment are integral part of the appointment. So the appointment letter contains the terms and condition. Terms and condition means the rules and the regulations, okay, what they have to follow, what they have to take care about, okay, all the terms and conditions will be there in the appointment letter. What will be their pay scale, how much salary will they get, okay, how much increment, everything will be there, are integral part of appointment letter. So all the details about the job, okay, their workings, their working like the pay scale, the working terms and conditions, so everything will be specified and everything will be particularly stated in the appointment letter, okay. And the next step is contract of employment. After getting the job offer, means after they get the appointment letter, after they get the job offer, finally the candidate has to give his acceptance. After acceptance, both employer and employee will sign a contract. Means after giving the appointment letter, the person, okay, the person who is selected, he needs to give acceptance. Acceptance means what? Yes, he needs to give acceptance to the company that yes, he is now ready to work as an employee, as a new employee in the organization. He needs to give his acceptance, okay. After this, both the employer and employer means the person who is giving the job, and employee means the person who is getting the job, okay, will sign a contract. Means they both will sign a contract which contains the terms and condition, pay scale, leave rules, hour of working, mode of termination of employment. Means they will sign a paper that will be a contract of employment, that is known as contract of employment, which will contain all the terms and condition about the job, terms and condition about the organization, how much pay scale will they get, okay, what are the rules and regulations regarding leave, okay, how many hours they have to work, what are the mode of termination of the employment. So regarding all these things, a contract will be there and they have to finally sign that contract. Now after this, the selection process gets finished, okay. This is what the selection process is all about, okay. So students, it's very simple. You can write the explanation of all these process in your own word, in the general terms. There is no problem in that, okay. So selection process, selections, we have seen the meaning of selection, and plus we have seen the selection process, means steps of selection process, okay. Now we will move to the next and the last element of the staffing, that is training and development. Let us see, students. Training. What is training? Training is the act of increasing the knowledge, technical skills and abilities of an employee for doing a particular job efficiently and effectively. Both existing employees and new employees get acquainted with their jobs, and this increases their current job related skills. Now, training, as I told you, students, training, whenever a new employees come to the organization, it is very necessary to provide him training. So here the organization provides training to the new employee so that he understands how to do the work, okay. He gets to understand how to do the work. In this way it will increase his knowledge, okay. His technical skill, actually how he has to perform his work, all the technical skills he will learn, okay. And the abilities of the employees for doing a particular job effectively and efficiently. So everything will be increased, his knowledge will increase, okay, his capability will increase, he will get that technical skills, all the skills will be developed, and he will know, like he will become trained, okay, he will become trained, and then he can perform the particular job efficiently and effectively, okay. Now both existing employee and new employees get acquainted with the job. Now after the training program, both of them will understand, like existing employees know how to do the job, plus the new employees after the training they will also come to know how to perform their job. So both will become trained in their work, and both can work efficiently and effectively. This will increase the current job related skills. So this will increase their knowledge. Okay, this will increase their skills to perform the job in a much better way. Okay, so that is why it is said that what is training? Training means nothing but giving the employee or equipping the employee, okay, with the required skills to perform the job. Okay, to give them this training, okay, to provide them all the training so that they can perform the job for which they have appointed. Okay, the candidates are sent for training so that they can perform the job in the expected manner. Simple, it's very simple, right? Now development, see the meaning. Development is overall growth of the employee. It seeks to prepare employees for handling more responsible and challenging jobs and developing their hidden talents and qualities. See students, in development refers to like overall growth of the employee. Okay, now in training we are only like, training is only focused to develop their working skill, okay, their working skill, but development is like complete development, their working skills plus their personality development, their career development. Okay, many things are included in the development procedure. Okay, their knowledge, the talents, whatever they have, so everything is developed. Okay, so these all things are included in the development process. Now mainly development is a overall growth of the employees. Overall growth means complete growth, means development focuses on the personal growth of the employees. Okay, the personal growth of the employees. Okay, overall growth of the employees. Now for example, see students, for example, if I'll give you an example. See, if an accountant is sent to learn the new software for accounting, okay, to prepare the book of account, means here the accountant is sent for the training procedure. Okay, so here he will be trained to लर्न अबाउट द न्यू सॉफ्टवेयर. यहाँ पे उनको सिखाया जाएगा कि न्यू सॉफ्टवेयर को कैसे यूज़ करना है. ओके, सो दे विल हियर लर्न अबाउट द वर्किंग स्टाइल ऑफ द न्यू सॉफ्टवेयर. वेयर एज if he is sent for orientation program to improve his motivational or conceptual skill, then this is called development. मतलब ट्रेनिंग में क्या होता है, उनको सिखाया जाता है कि आपको क्या काम किस तरह से करना चाहिए और आप काम को बेहतर तरीके से कैसे कर सकते हैं. तो उनको कंप्लीट नॉलेज दी जाती है ओनली अबाउट देयर वर्क. बट इन डेवलपमेंट उनको ये सिखाया जाता है कि वो अपने स्किल्स को कैसे बढ़ा सकते हैं, वो अपने नॉलेज को कैसे इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं, अपने आप को मोटिवेट रखना ताकि वो फ्यूचर में अच्छा परफॉर्म कर सकें. जो उन्होंने स्टडी करी है उस नॉलेज को बढ़ाना, कॉन्सेप्ट्स को बहुत स्ट्रांगली बहुत स्ट्रांगली कॉन्सेप्ट को स्टडी करना, उनके बारे में नॉलेज लेना, हर एक छोटी छोटी स्किल्स को डेवलप करना. ओके, उनमें कॉन्फिडेंस जनरेट करना, उनमें मोटिवेशन लाना. ओके, to give them classes, okay, regarding various new things. अगर मार्केट में कोई न्यू टेक्नोलॉजीज आती है तो भी उनको उस टेक्नोलॉजीज़ के बारे में अपग्रेड कराया जाता है, बताया जाता है ताकि उनकी नॉलेज बढ़े उस स्किल्स में. ओके, उस फील्ड में एंड उस मशीन से रिलेटेड, उस टेक्नोलॉजी से रिलेटेड उनकी नॉलेज बढ़े. एंड प्लस अगर उनको कोई एक्स्ट्रा कुछ सीखना है तो भी उनके लिए वर्कशॉप्स कंडक्ट किए जाते थे सो दैट दे enhance their skills, they enhance their knowledge. So all these things, okay, comes under development programs. Okay, apart from the work they can enhance other things also. Okay, that is the personal growth of the employee. That is what development means. Okay, now coming to the next, that is benefits of training. Now here we will study benefits of the training to the organization and benefits of the training to the employees, means how both of them are benefited. See, benefits of training to the organization, how organization will get benefited through the training process. See the first point, that is systematic learning. Now students, systematic learning means here a trained employee, systematic learning will be there. Like for an example, how it is good for the organization, a systematic learning process is maintained. A trained employee takes less time in learning the job as compared to the untrained employee. As a result, what happens, there is a less wastage of resources and high productivity in the organization. Systematic learning means what students? Benefits of training. If the organization is giving training to the people. So the people will become trained, okay, they will be trained in their work, they will become master in their work. So definitely they will perform their work in an effective way, they will not make any mistake, there will be no wastage of the resources, and they will perform the job in a better way. So due to the systematic learning, okay, due to the learning, systematic learning, okay, and due to the systematic learning, a trained employee will take less time, a trained employee will take less time to learn, okay, to learn the job, okay, to learn new things, okay, as compared to the untrained employees, okay. So that is why it is a benefit. Now the next is higher profit. Higher profit students generally is what, see, generally what happens, the person who are very trained, okay, the trained persons of the organization, okay, they always perform better, okay, they always perform better than the untrained employees, okay. So training is very important for the organization. The organization should give training. Why? Because higher it generally leads to higher profit. How it leads to higher profit? See, if the organization will give training to the employees, then generally the trained employees will be there, okay, and the trained employees will always perform better than the untrained employees, okay. So the trained employees will be there, they will always perform better, okay, and they will have the capabilities to do the work in a better way. And if the work is carried out in a better way, then definitely the work will be, definitely the targets will be achieved, and definitely the organizational goals will be achieved, and finally the organization will leads to success, and they will earn higher profit due to the success of their work. So that is why training is very necessary. Now, reduce absenteeism and employee turnover. Reduce absenteeism and employee turnover means what, students? See, generally what happens in training, the manager gives the complete knowledge to the employees about their work, okay. Here the employees, by doing the work, okay, the trained employees by doing the work, okay, they get motivated. How they get motivated? Like the trained employees will have complete knowledge about their subject, they will have complete knowledge about their work, okay, so they will perform their work in a better way. They are specialized in their work, and so they will be like, they will get motivated, okay. If they are trained, they will feel that yes, they have that skill to perform the work in a better way, okay. So they will get motivated by this thing, and they will get the confidence, and if they will get the confidence and that spirit in them, then definitely they will not take many, like they will not get absent, or they will not shift from one organization to another. Employees turnover means when the employees generally changes the organization, means they shift from one organization to another, मतलब वो जो एक organization को छोड़कर वो दूसरे organization में चले जाते हैं. If they are not satisfied with the job, अगर कोई employee satisfied नहीं है अपने job से, then definitely they will leave the job. But an employee who is well trained in the job, who has all the capabilities, who is enjoying the work, who has complete knowledge about the work, who is the expert in the work, he will get more motivated to do the work. So definitely he is satisfied with the job, and he is satisfied with what he is doing, okay. So training is very necessary because it increases the skills, it increases the talents, it increases the confidence of the worker to do better. So employee turnover, absenteeism, all these negative things will be reduced, okay. Now it minimizes the need of supervision. It's very correct, students. Whenever whenever an untrained employee is working, जो trained नहीं है, they require complete supervision. means manager को हमेशा supervise करना पड़ेगा, या फिर उनको सिखाना पड़ेगा कि कौन सी चीज़ कैसे करने हैं. They should always, like manager should always guide them. Manager should always teach the untrained employees to how to perform the work, okay. So they need lot of supervision. Always the manager should be after them. They need supervision, they need guidance of the manager. But if the company provides, or if the organization provides training, if in the organization there are trained persons, then it minimizes the supervision. means they are a trained person, they know about their job, and they can perform their job without the supervision of the manager also. So there is no need of supervise, like manager supervises the thing, manager supervise करते हैं, but they should not be after them all the time. Okay, they should supervise them when they need. Okay, but not every time. Okay, so trained employees are the employees who know about the job, who are well qualified, who are specialized, okay, in their field, so they can perform very well their work without the supervision. Okay, so training is very necessary. Okay, so it is great beneficial for the organization. Okay, so it is a benefit for the organization to provide the training program to the employees, so that all these things are covered. Friends, that's it for today. We'll continue with the leftover topic in our next class. Till then, thank you.